Yes. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Guys, on your way in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Freestyle Friday. Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
The word of today is refresh.
Yeah, it is. Refresh. It is.
You can
Refresh
say that
indeed.
again. We all feeling good. All feeling good on this Friday. Ready for the weekend, baby. So it's freestyle Friday. So we about to turn up today, yo. So let's go. Let's get it.
Yes,
Hey.
and shout out to Mimi. That's the first one in the building. Shout out
Let
to
me
her for always being the first one in the building. Go ahead.
Let's give a special shout outs to Mimi. Mimi, you with another gang. We already know that. But you support us like it ain't nothing. And baby, I love you for that. I do. Tears is coming down my eyes as I say. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, not only that, but make sure you go subscribe to Ashton Williams, the creator of the Shiesty Adventure, co-host by Mimi. Them two always coming over here and showing us a lot of love, so we give back the love back to them. But she's over here and she say, "Hey, happy Friday, Hakeem, Jordan, and Ronnie with the hearts shape." Not only that, but shout out to those that's watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. And of course, we didn't forget you guys also on Rumble. That's always now starting to check us out on the Rumble world. Thank you guys for so much for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Don't forget, guys, make sure you subscribe over there on the Rumble world because we still have many more dope content on the way. So make sure you subscribe so you will never miss. You will never miss when we go live. So that being said, it's Freestyle Friday. So Jordan, what's going on with the money? What's happening? It's money time. What's happening with the money?
Let's talk about the money. Let's talk about on the women because the women, when it comes to the money, they according to this year, it's been a 71% of U.S. women are invested into the stock market, which is a big push of women, really know how to invest in everything. Because usually there's sometimes with some women, they don't really get in the stock market like that. Either, they're working 9 to 5 or, start a business or anything like that or a side hustle. But there's a big rise that women are investing into the stock market. A big push into the stock market. With that being said, we got our Yahoo Finances, which to really break it down about, when it comes to the stock market and how women are, going to rise about the stock market. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Women are investing in the stock market, but they are also more likely than men to lack confidence when it comes to investing. Yahoo Finance's own Carrie Hannon is here with a closer look at the data. Carrie, what have you found?
Hey, Brad. Yeah, there was an interesting study came out from Fidelity today that shows that, 7 in 10 women are investing in the stock market, outside of their retirement accounts. And that's up from 60% last year. So it's on the rise. And boomer women are really getting rolling too. They're up 23% of these women, boomer women, investing in the market outside of retirement accounts. And the overall number is something like 9.5%. Of their paycheck after the retirement savings is going towards investing in the stock market for all women. But the ones who are really on a roll are Gen Z. Okay, these are workers in their 20s, and they are uber optimistic. They are setting aside about 10.4% of their paycheck after the retirement savings, and they're starting earlier, which is so exciting in terms of building wealth for women. That where boomer women really didn't get rolling in investing outside of their retirement accounts in the markets until they were in their 50s. But here's the problem, just as you noted, Brad. Women say that they're 2 times more likely than men to say that their investing knowledge is non-existent. Okay, this is really troubling. And they say that they're overwhelmed, they're intimidated, and all of these things, it's a mixed bag here. So, I recently sat down in the Yahoo Finance studios to talk to a panel of women who are experts in the financial world about how far women have come in the past 50 years since the passage of the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. Let's listen to what they had to say.
Well, it's so important to recognize that financial independence is not solely based on the amount of money you have, but the access to tools and things that help you achieve freedom and autonomy in your life. And so with this act and with the power given back to women to be able to have more opportunities, more destiny, they hold their own destinies in their hands and can make those decisions. I mean, it's trickled to me and be able to obviously charge my path, you know, have a career the way I did have a career, and then become an entrepreneur in the way that I'm talking about financial freedom and independence to help women like myself who want to achieve that freedom and autonomy in their life.
Carrie, that was really interesting, and we know that you can catch more of that panel. Our viewers can catch more of that panel Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on Yahoo Finance. Carrie, I read your story here, and I thought it was particularly interesting to break down generationally as well here. While we do have you, I want to switch gears, though, to Social Security. As we're thinking about different generations, should someone who just turned 70 start claiming their Social Security benefits?
Yeah, it's a great question. And the simple answer is why not? Because the way the system is set up is that, yes, you can start taking your benefit at age 62. And then you have your full retirement age, which could be 66 or 67, depending on the year where you were born. But then at age 70, and so if you wait 62 to age 70, your benefit increases each year, and that amount will be, as you know, by the time you get to 70, it's not going to increase anymore. So there's no reason not to take it at age 70, and you will get the biggest check for the remainder of your life if you can wait till age 70. That's what I usually recommend people do. Obviously, not everyone can do that because of health reasons and financial reasons, but if someone's looking at age 70 and they're going, hey, should I turn it on now? Yeah, why not?
Carrie Hannon, thanks so much, and look forward to catching more of that special later on this week. Appreciate it.
Oh, big shout out to Barry Wright, who's in the building. We appreciate you. And also the godmother herself, Natasha Vincent. Appreciate y'all coming.
From Montreal with love.
Yes, more love. We'll get some more hearts to y'all.
Now that, but also the mom, father, Ken Dog is also in the building as well. And on Natasha Vincent, he say kudos on the podcast this week, KL Culture Radio, especially with the live with On a Spot live. Yeah, it was good. She was really, really good. Very, very dope. Very dope content creator. I hope you guys went over there and subscribed to her channel because she recently just did a video on Robert, I think F. Smith, a rich billionaire, a black billionaire that is. They don't really talk about. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad as well. That's
Peace,
also
Muhammad.
In the building. Peace, Muhammad. Go ahead, Jordan. Continue.
All right, yeah. So back to the topic, as we see, you know, there's the big jump of women are investing into stocks that's no longer into their 401k or which is Fidelity and everything. So this is a big push. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on women? You see the rise of women investing into the stock market.
I'm happy that they are investing into the stock market because one of the issues right now, studies shows that women tend to live longer than men, and they always end up in debt because when their husband or the man they with, their significant other is no longer on this earth, they tend to suffer because of lack of resources. So now them investing in the stock market, pretty much, if I know the type of investment these women are doing, they're doing long-term investment, meaning in their 401k and their Roth 401k, and also they're probably doing option trading. That's gonna put them in a great position, especially right now, especially in this type of economy where you see right now it's a great opportunity to be in the stock market. Even though this is not financial advice, but still take out the opportunity right now because right now is the presidential election. The stock market tend to go down, but right after the presidential election, the stock market goes right back up. So women investing in the stock market, they think about their long-term future and not their short-term future. Because remember, it always been stereotyped. Women tend to spend a lot, but now if they spend stuff on the right reason, go ahead, ladies, go ahead and spend your money, man. But I'm happy for them. I think they go into a right place. Go ahead, Akeem, your commentary.
Wonderful. So I want to try to be brief about this, and y'all all 100% right. But I also want to remember that women has always been investing. They just wasn't counted for. So remember, this is a new generation. Gen Z, a lot of women are single now. 50s, 40s, 60s, 70s, even up into the 80s, you had a few women investing, but a lot of women were married and their funds would commingle with their husbands. Majority of the time, the husband was managing the books. He was setting up the investments accounts, and he was this. Some women in that era who were working gave their money to their husband. He just did one account for the family. Life insurance, everything, 9 out of 10 times, all this was under a man's name. I'm not saying this, I'm just speaking from a perspective. So now, as generation starts to climb, more women are starting to working, and more women are going to college. In advance of the internet now, more women are getting access to certain education that they didn't get before. Because remember, investing was a man's game. Let's just get that straight. They opened up the stock market. They did this. We speak amongst men. More women speak amongst this. So now, as the information is readily available to women, now they're saying, okay, hey, and also put this, more women who are entering the workforce. And there's these stock option plans and investing in the S&P 500. Caveat, this is not financial advice. They're getting this information, so more and more are starting to get into. And their mothers who didn't get a chance to invest, who got the information, are now giving their daughters tidbits to say, hey, you need to start doing this. Don't depend on the man. What if he leaves you? What's your retirement account look like? Do you have a Roth IRA? Do you have life insurance? So these things are now in the avenue, and I think it's a beautiful thing, because let's be honest, when the woman has the money, 9 out of 10 times, 80% of her funds or retirement are allocated to her kids and her grandchildren.
Yeah, right, Hakeem. And this is piggyback what you're saying, especially around this time, 2024, I seen a lot of women are definitely in the workforce. And a lot of these companies, like good companies, it could be Google, Apple, really, really good companies. And you see a lot of women you're taking, CEOs being in manager position, also CEO jobs. Is that some of these good jobs, they give out a lot of stock options to these to women who are in these big roles and everything. And once they get the stock option, they get to learn how when it gets started, how they use it, how to save it. And also when they get that information, it's like, okay, since I know this, let me look at other companies I probably invest in, put little stocks and everything, see, look at the stock market, see what's the good stock to buy, what's the good stock to buy long term, and also what's the good stock to buy low term as well, and I can sell it and everything. So this number I'm not surprised about. A lot of women are investing in the stocks and everything, and because a lot of women are in the workforce. So this is a good thing, and there's a lot of there's more women than there's men here, in the United States. So like I said, the information is out there. So I'm clearly not surprised that that women are investing into these stocks and trying to save and trying to build their stock plans and everything. And now it's working out well and everything. And the thing is, it's like, it's another, like I said, going to the stock market is another way to make money and everything. Some people think, it might be, some risk at it, but, now you see the women, they say, okay, they're not seeing the risk of it while they're doing their research. They know it's like, okay, if I could do this, if I could save this much, especially in the company I work in and everything, I could look at the projection of where we're going and everything. Ooh, okay, maybe I can put some more on this stock, and I know how much it's going to be in the next few years and anything like that. So, yeah, man. So, like I said, we're in a different time, 2024. A lot of women in the workforce, and definitely not surprised. A lot of women learning more about stock option and everything, and that's a good thing.
No, but I would say the American dream is able to capitalize every opportunity that's there, pretty much in front of you. So women are now taking care of the opportunity. They say, hey, we see that there's money in the stock market, we getting involved. Boom. And then I would say that's a really, really great look. So ladies, keep doing what you're doing and keep getting involved in the stock market, because it's a lot of opportunity in the stock market where you could last a long time and wealth gaining. So anything is possible in America. Anything is possible. Sports, Jordan. Sports. What's going on, Jordan, in the sports world?
Let's go to the sports world. Let's get to the NBA. So I don't know if you guys heard, but there was a big trade that came out with the New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So Karl Anthony Towns, a member of the Timberwolves, he was traded to the New York Knicks. So he was traded for Julius Randle from the Knicks, Dante Davizinko, and the future picks. And the Knicks and the Timberwolves, they made a trade. And so Karl Anthony Towns, he's in the New York Knicks uniform. And New York Knicks has definitely been in the free agency and also in the trade, because they trade for Mikal Bridges from the Brooklyn Nets a few months ago. They're trying to build up their rosters because now it's really look like a team that they can contend for the championship for first time in a long time in New York City and everything. So it's looking good for the New York Knicks. Shout out to the New York Knicks. So we do have a clip for Karl Anthony Towns, explaining about his trade and being a New York Knicks. So go ahead, Akeem, play the clip, and then after that we'll chop it up.
Hey, Bobby Bryant.
Shocked. Wanted the word flabbergasted to be more correct. Just shocked.
Once you get through that, though, to see that you're coming home, your dad's coaching nearby, good pizza.
Great pizza. It was just great to be able to, like you said, just sit back and think, to be able to be with your family, to see my grandmother more, and my family, and see my niece and nephew grow up, watch them play Little League baseball, cheerleading, and all that stuff that they're doing now. It's really cool to be around them.
You allowed yourself to talk to your new teammates and just get excited about what's going on?
I mean, the first thing I did, I walked up to jail and I introduced myself, told him my name was Carl. I know it was a struggle for him, so I just wanted to let him know who I was and introduce myself to Pat, so it was fun.
What was your reaction?
So New York Knicks, they looking good. They got what's his name from the point guard from Jalen Brunson. So they got Jalen Brunson some help, and also Jalen Brunson, he signed a deal, but he signed a lesser deal so he can add more players to his team. And New York Knicks, they got Mikal Bridges, they got Karl Anthony Towns, they still got Josh Hart, OG Anunoby. So they're looking real good defensively, and they're add scoring and 3-point shooting for Karl Anthony Towns, and they're gonna try to compete for the championship. Last year they had a number 2 seed in the East, and they're trying to win it this year. So go ahead, Akeem. Do you believe the New York Knicks are gonna take down your defending champs, the Boston Celtics?
Hell no. They, the biggest issue they've always had was coaching at the Knicks. That's been their biggest issue. They had superstars coming in the door and out the back door for years. I remember this when Stephon Marbury and all this. I'm talking about the last time they was even great. That was when Patrick Ewing was playing. Other than that, since then they're not in sync with each other. You know what I mean? There's not like a flow that I seen, compared to the Timberwolves and all these other things. And that's their biggest issue. Once they get a good routine down, you can get as many superstars as you want, as many players, until they get a good formation, a good team, and the coaches got to be ready to coach for real, then I don't see them ever winning a championship.
Now that, but shout out to Ashton Wynn, the creator of Psyche Avenger, is also in the building. Shout out to him. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Not only that, shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryant is also in the building, even though I can't hear you get her a shout out earlier. But I wanted to make shout out to those also watching us on Rumble. We really do greatly appreciate for you guys always watching us on Rumble and also Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. We didn't forget you guys. Also, we are always going to give you guys a shout out. Karl Anthony Towns over there, pretty much handling his business in the New York Knicks. I think he's going to be. I'm not gonna lie. I think Boston gonna have they're gonna have some competitors, man. Because remember, Karl Anthony Towns, he normally averages about 20 points a game. You talking about 20 points a game? You talking about 8 to 9 rebounds, sometimes 10, depends on how he feels. And with Jalen Brunson, who averaged during the playoff season 40 points by himself, I'm not gonna lie. If Jalen Brunson just had a little bit of help, y'all would have been in trouble. It's just a lack of him doing everything. It was just him by himself. And not only that, but the New York Knicks they're also known for injuries. We know that. That's why they had to get rid of Randolph. Randolph, every time it's the playoff, Randolph surprisingly always get hurt and he's always out. So they had it. To me, I think that was a good trade. Get him out of there. Randolph. Don't get me wrong. He was another star player when it came to them in the regular season. But every time in the playoffs, he's injury prone. So they were like, you know what? We got to get somebody that's stronger than him. Now have playoff experience on Anthony. He got playoff experience, especially working with the Ed man. With the Ant Man, bro, I see him going far. I see this year. I think it's going to be them, Boston, and the Heat. I'm looking at the Heat again. I think the Heat, they're going to bounce back. They're going to bounce back this year. So this is going to be an interesting season, and I just can't wait for it. But I know basketball starts today. Preseason starts today. So pretty soon, guys, basketball season is coming up. So those that don't really like football but into basketball, get ready. Because the basketball season is looking pretty good right about now. Shout out to Y.I. That's also in the building. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right. For me, I kind of know who like the top three teams are in the East. Hakeem's Boston Celtics. I got the New York Knicks up there, and I got the Philadelphia 76ers because of Joel Embiid, and also earlier they got Paul George and everything. I will put Miami up there. To me, they just need to make another trade.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need another point guard to make another trade, which I think they will. If they do, I can see them elevated. But yeah, man, this Karl-Anthony Towns trade, I mean, it gives them, like I said, Karl-Anthony Towns can score, and also the threes. He's one of the best big men who can shoot threes. He averaged like 41% from 3-point range, and career average, he averaged like 39%. So he's a very good 3-point shooter. He can go into the post and everything. And I feel like, this trade made, New York a little bit tougher. We all know New York defensively, they're very, very good. Their coach, Tom Thibodeau, he's one of the best defensive coaches in the league and everything. I do agree with you, Hakeem, when it comes to coaching, because Tom Thibodeau never made it to the NBA Finals by himself. But these Knicks, they're gritty, they're tough. 4 of their players, I think Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and another player. They're all from Villanova University, which is in Philly. People don't know. If you ever see Villanova play, they play hard, they play rugged, and they play defense. And that's what all about the New York Knicks. So I'm not going to predict yet. We're going to do a top where we're going to predict who won the NBA championship. But the Knicks right now, they look like my pick. Still like Boston, though. Boston, like I said, I still got Boston probably repeating again because they talked about it, the best defensive team in the league, far by none. But I can't wait. I don't know yet. But I just tell you, the Knicks, they're gonna be up there. They're gonna be scary. I just say that. Knicks gonna be scary a little bit.
Don't say Knicks is up there. Now don't forget Cleveland too. They have a good coach.
No, they actually remember Ronnie. They fired their coach. They got a new coach.
That's right, they did. They fired.
They fired him.
So they rebuilding. Yeah, but good point on Philadelphia. I forgot about Philadelphia too. So that was it. This for the East. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Jordan heard him say this Boston brother enter in the chat. We're repeating Brother Ron. Hopefully not. I'm tired of Boston. I'm tired of the Lakers. Please give us something different. And please don't Denver either. I don't want no Denver either. Don't Denver. Let it be Dallas, hopefully. Dallas. Because I like Luka. Luka is on my top. But shout out to Jalen that's also in the building. Hakeem, your favorite Houston Finest, you called her?
Houston Finest.
Is that what you called her?
Houston's Finest.
You called it hip hop. Jordan, what's going on in the hip hop world? What's going on, Jabbar? Jabbar's in the building.
Whoa!
That man came from the dead. He raised from the dead.
New York Jabari, what's good, baby?
We talk about the New York Knicks, and then he come out of nowhere, but he's a Heat fan. He's New York Knicks. But what's going on with hip hop, Jordan? Hip hop.
All right, let's go to Dave. Let's talk about a Memphis legend. Let's talk about Project Pat. So, Project Pat, we know him as such a classes at Chicken Head and Don't Save Her. And now he is transitioning into a pastor. And his Day One fans are rallying behind his ministry, just like he did his music videos, man. So shout out to Project Pat, man. He's one of the rappers who is transitioning into a pastor. So we're not BSing around. We do have a clip. This is a clip where he's in a prison and I believe he's preaching the word. So go ahead, King, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Not that, but shout out to Killer Swag. That's also in the building. God, make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. He has some good. He's a content
Killer
creator
Swag.
as well. He have a dope commentary as well. Him and
You
his
gotta
also
mix
his
the
culture.
good with the bad.
Yep. Facts.
Listen, that's my man.
Go ahead.
God is gooder than grandma. I'm from down south, we say gooder. God is gooder. Yeah, God's gooder than grandma. Even though grandma like, well, grandma sing you today, my grandma sing me. Dude. I saw somebody tell me sometimes fuck like, yeah, my grandma, no, my grandma ain't doing it. She gonna tell the police ain't here. I got a good grandma. So, but the thing is, if grandmama good, and she ain't gonna put you in jeopardy and put you in harm's way. Anybody ever heard the term God had to sit you down? Yeah. Well, why? Is this a good place? No. Anybody read the Bible before, right? Is God had to sit you down in the Bible? Well, why would we think God had to? Father, in the name of Jesus, forgive me of my sins. I believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross and went to hell in my place. God is gooder than, and I receive him as my personal Lord and Savior. Now, Lord, give me the grace, the strength to want to do and obey your perfect will, and open my understanding to who you truly are and where you want me to be in this life. Grace my interest to be interested in your things. In Jesus' name. And I receive it as my personal Lord and Savior. Now, Lord, give me the.
So Pasha Pack, he has a nonprofit organization called Breaking Bags, and it is promoting the goodness of God. He goes to prisons with another organization called GoFundMe 9. They say he goes to neighborhoods. They go around the globe, and he said to this day he has saved almost 15,000 people, and turn them to the Lord. So hey man, this is cool, man. This is to see a brother like Project Pack, a business legend, turn around and be the pastor and try to help people who needs help. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on Project Pack being a pastor?
I think he's doing a good thing. I think at the same time people tend to change, and when they change for themselves, they try to find change in other people. And to him, going to different prisons and telling people about God and telling them about the wonderful thing he have done, pretty much for him and also for the world. So to me, it's beautiful to see, and I think he's doing a wonderful thing because people in the prison, a lot of them are losing a lot of hope, because some of them are doing lifetime sentences that they would never see the light of day. So for someone like him to come in and give him that motivation, that courage, and to keep moving forward and to know that there's hope after this world, to me, that's a beautiful thing to see. But go ahead, King, because I know you know more information about him than I do.
Can I get a north? I said that for a reason. Now, remember the last show we did when we talked about T Grizzly, right? And he went to schools. This person here, Project Pack, is qualified. And let's get something straight. He has been to prison. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Him coming in there talking, it was in his element. This is Juicy J's older brother. Let's get that straight for a lot of who don't know. This is Juicy J's older brother. They got different dads, but same mama. This is why you ain't never seen Project Pat talk about he's hurting for money or anything. His deal's always been good. But I remember when he was in jail, he was doing a 5-year bid for a robbery. So seeing him transition, first off, let's get something straight. We have yet to hear any new music where he's talking about robbing people and doing all sorts of mess. I've yet to hear any new music. He's been on the positive tick for the last couple years. So this is just to see the growth in them compared to what T Grizzly is doing. No disrespect to the young boy, but Project Pat is qualified. Can I get a North? Project Pat, thank you as a brother who loved you and consumed your music. And here's the funny thing is, his music never made me want to go rob anybody. Never made me want to go steal. It was pure Southern hip hop that you laugh and you gig and you want to go get you some money. But to see him, it's a proud statement to see the music has aged well and he has aged as a man.
And that's true to see, man. And you said Patrick Pat, all the things he went to, that he has a lot of wisdoms and a lot of knowledge to get to somebody.
Why
crazy?
Why hide me coming in out of nowhere? Crazy. Why hide talking about that for like 5 minutes?
Oh my God!
With a man from God. But go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, going back to Project Pat, he has some wisdom, he has some knowledge, and he has the word to give out to a lot of people. And it's really great to see Project Pat doing this, with his nonprofit, and also working with another nonprofit and trying to help, people around the world that needs help and needs healing. So, proud of Project Pat. Hopefully we'll see a lot more rappers. Hopefully transition to something, not transition to a pastor, but maybe had nonprofits to help other people around the world that needs help as well. So, Project Pat, when it comes to Memphis, he's setting the standard, and he's continuing that standard. So that is good to see. So shout out to you, Project Pat, man. You're doing God's work. We appreciate you.
God work indeed. That's what I'm saying. I would say, like why I say, well, man rob God. No, you cannot. Project Pat doing something big. He doing something extraordinary. And I think everybody should take note, especially in the hip hop community. To me, if you change your life, go reach out to somebody. You never know who you may change. Project Pat reached about 15? You said 15,000?
Yep.
People got saved under his ministry. That's really good. Really good.
But look at this. This is somebody who's from the ghetto, who's been in jail, who's been in the hip hop scene, who has kids, and he's lived the life. He's relatable. And this is no offense to a lot of people. Some people get into certain fields trying to preach and do this. You can't go to the ghetto and preach God and accept us to accept it if we can't relate to you. Or we can't feel where you coming from. When I hear when Project Pat say God is goody, not good. Everybody in there understand where he was coming from as a Southern man. The relatability, even the white guys in there, they're Southerners. Yeah. They speak the same language we speak. Some of them grew up in the same neighborhood. So they even relate to Project Pat. And that's one thing too. There's no 60 degrees of separation when you and a person who might be from a different ethnic group. As long as he's still in the same mud you in, there's relatability.
Facts.
Like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Right now, we're getting ready to deep dive to different variety of topics. It is Freestyle Friday, so anything goes. Jordan, do it how you want things to go. So, Jordan, that being said, do your thing, my brother.
All right, let's go get it. Let's have some fun. We'll have some fun today on this Freestyle Friday. So let's start all the way to Atlanta. So a few months back, we talked about how there are some veneers specialists who practice on putting veneers in your mouth, but they don't have a license. So we said that a few months ago. Now one has been caught in Atlanta, and his name is Brandon Diller, and he refers to himself as the Atlanta's top veneer specialist. And he's been accused of practicing dentistry and medicine for years without a license. So he has been charged with 8 felonies, including unlicensed dentistry. And matter of fact, they raided his office and everything. So we told us earlier, watch out for people who call themselves veneer specialists because they don't have licenses. And if they do your teeth, they could do severely damage to your teeth, meaning teeth could fall off and you probably gotta go to the dentist to get some new ones. But other than Hakeem, play the clip all the way to Atlanta, and after that, you can chop it up.
Shout out to the Supreme God's PhD.
Hey, PhD, but we love you. Just let you know, PH Diva, I'm putting a PSA out to all these dudes who talking shit. We ain't taking no PH Diva slander.
Is not a dentist and never has been, and they say he's been putting patients at risk. In a Channel 2 Action News exclusive, consumer investigator Justin Gray is live in Northeast Atlanta after going along with investigators who raided the business. Justin.
Yeah, these are the 8 felony criminal warrants. Investigators still there at this hour. They called this Operation Toothache, and a deputy district attorney figured out what was going on here by seeing a viral TikTok. Investigators raided what looks like a high-end dental practice in Northeast Atlanta. Check out social media. You see the specialty of A-List Smiles Atlanta, veneers.
It does look reputable, it does look professional, and that's part of the scam.
To his 157,000 Instagram followers, Brandon Dillard promoted himself as Atlanta's top veneer specialist and trainer. But he's not showing off that expensive.
The man is not a dentist.
Expensive smile in this booking photo on 8 felony charges, including practicing dentistry and medicine without a license and theft by deception. Is Brandon Dillard a dentist?
Brandon Dillard is not a dentist. He's never been a dentist. And as much as he may want to play one on Instagram, he is not one.
Expensive smile in this booking photo on 8 felony charges, including practicing dentistry and
Yeah, man, it's getting real in these streets, man. It's finally see some people are going to jail because they're practicing dentistry, practicing putting veneers in their mouth. They're probably doing it on the low, and they do severe damage with their teeth to your teeth. And it's good to see people like him getting locked up because you're practicing, the veneer specialist, which that doesn't make any sense because. There is no such thing as veneer specialist. That's just made up. But he got what he deserved, and they did a raid on him. Now he's going to jail. So go ahead, King. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
And what's your take on they started to lock up these veneer specialists up?
This is the problem with our community. Our lust and hunger for money and not trying to get the money the right way always lead us to criminal activity. You're putting people's life in danger because you want to get Benzes, Beamers, and Bentleys. Instead of being happy with your normal life or doing the work the right way and putting people's life in danger. I'm totally against this. And this also goes to a lot of you people who, if you don't got the money for veneers, save your freaking money. Just save it. You can get it. It might take you a couple years. Get a payment plan. If that's so much important to you, you losing your life, going to DR, going to Turkey, going to Colombia to get your teeth fixed. Some of these people ain't even reputable. I'm not playing with my life. I love my life so good. I had 2 major surgeries and I went to the hospital. I ain't playing games with y'all suckers to go to an office to get my teeth done. I'm coming back there with guns. We're not playing like that. People, stop playing with your life. And if you don't got the money, do a budget, be smart about it. We don't want to lose you. I'm saying this with love. I don't want you to lose your life. Some of y'all got kids. That goes for you BBL girls. Y'all got kids. You're responsible for people. Do the right thing with your life and your body.
Now, my question is, how good of a job he did when it came to aspect of those veneers? Now, them veneers was good.
They did look good.
Yeah, I was going to pull his Instagram up. I was going to say, if the veneer was like A1, I ain't mad at him.
No.
To me, he could have just went ahead with the money he made. He could have went ahead and got his license. I don't know why he just ain't go ahead and just get his license. Because remember, especially in East Atlanta is like, that's not even in the hood. I think that's a high-end area, if I'm not mistaken. East Atlanta is like a high-end area. So you talking about wealthy black people going over there to get their veneers done. Veneers right now has been on the rise for a very long time because it makes you have a wonderful smile. I don't have veneers. This is my natural teeth, but I see people that get veneers done and it looks amazing. And for him to do that type of job and for them to raid his office, he was booked for months. But you made a good point, though, Hakeem. That's the issue in our community that we want things fast. and we don't want to do things the process way, the time. We want things right then and then, and that will always put it in his hole. But for him, practicing without a license, he might do up to 10 years in prison. Depends on what it is, especially in Atlanta. But lucky for him, no one got seriously hurt by him doing
Praise the Lord.
charge. Nobody lost teeth or anything. So, but to me, them veneers look nice though. I give him that. But go ahead, Jordan.
I agree with you, Roddy. Like veneers, they're the hottest thing right now, especially for young people that are in their 20s. They see a lot of these YouTubers, rappers, artists. They see they got pearly whites and usually get veneers done and everything. And when it comes to getting your veneers done, usually the insurance they don't cover that because it's kind of like it's kind of custom built. And when it comes to custom builds, you got to pay out of pocket and everything. But when it comes to people that have, for me, I'm picky. When it comes to my dentist and everything, I do have insurance, so I gotta look at your history. If I'm looking for a dentist, which I'm at one right now, I'll call home. I look at your history, what school you went to, how many years you went to school, which school you went to, how long. I look at reviews on Google Maps or Yelp, if you got any good reviews and everything. That's how I see it and everything. But when it comes to veneers, especially the guy that got arrested without a license, I just can't see how people will actually go and really not do their research because if you go see, like I said, luckily nobody getting hurt, but when you don't go to somebody and not do their research and you find out this guy didn't have a license and everything, that he could probably, potentially he could do severe damage to your teeth and everything. And I know that doing veneers in America would be very, very expensive. So there are people who go out of the country, typically South America, I think it's Colombia, which there's a lot of dentists out there who do veneers for cheap and also has a license. And this is how people go out of the country and get their BBLs done. They do their research and everything. But yeah, man, hopefully you can start cracking more people down that say veneer specialists that have not has a license, because it's not fair that people that do have licenses, even though they might be expensive and everything, it's not fair to them. It's like they've been to school, they've been to dentist school, got their degree and everything, and it's not fair that a veneer specialist, which is not a real specialist, they taking customers, they doing it on the low, and they just, figure out how to do it on YouTube or something like that, and bam, bam, boom, bam, it's done. So, yeah, man, start cracking these people down, and people, if you're gonna get your teeth done, if you can't get it done in America, go to a different country, save your money, budget. If you want to, if it's something that you really want, do your research, because you go to the wrong one, they could be, people that say they're veneer specialists, don't have a license, they can really do serious damage to your teeth.
No, but the only problem is, Jordan, going to another country, if they damage your mouth, that's a whole issue in itself, because most of those countries don't have license insured. That's the only problem. Mm-hmm. That's why people say it's good to do it in the States, because that's where you pretty much have license insured. Anything happen, normally the person or the person's business is responsible for it. That's probably one of the reasons why he didn't get a license, because he probably didn't want to be sued or be responsible if anything would happen with those people's mouth. But Natasha Vincent said, she said, just brush your teeth and your tongue after you eat, y'all. LOL.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Jordan heard it say people value their vain appearance over their health without blinking. 100%.
That is a fact. Yeah.
100%.
People do value because remember, we follow other people. Humans tend to follow other people. So we go by whatever is trending, and then we go with that. So veneers right now is hot. After veneer, I don't know, y'all saw recently, what it is, Kanye West, he had something in his mouth. It was like a silver type thing. Like, it was weird. That's going to be trending pretty soon too. Watch what I tell you. It's weird looking. Like, I was like, when I saw it, like, what the hell? It's not even gold. It's not even veneer. It's something out of the extraordinary. But he's doing it, and guarantee you, in the next couple of years, people will start doing it too. That's what we're followers. We don't want to be leaders. But I'm not doing veneers. Hakeem, will you do veneers? Jordan, will you do veneers?
Yeah, I am going to do veneers.
When I get older, if my enamels, like
I want them pearly whites.
If
I
I
don't.
lose
It's too
if I
fake
lose
to
an
me.
enamel in my mouth, but to me, I'm trying to get a tooth here because I had braces a few years back, and I'm trying to get a tooth here and everything. So that's really all I need. But if I start losing an enamel on my teeth in my 50s and 60s, then yeah, I'll probably get veneers. I'm a problem.
Now I won't do veneers, man. I just do it in a natural way. I'll be like the type of business to brush your teeth and brush your tongue. Go ahead.
He says on medical tourism of any kind, please do not get any procedure done that your regular healthcare team has no experience or refuse it on follow up. 100%.
Yep. But in foreign land, that's why people tend to get deleted because foreign land, like I said, they there's nothing really backing them up. You taking a risk when you do stuff in foreign land. And the amount of stories when it comes to women doing BBLs, veneers, and it's sad. One lady, I think it was in we didn't do it here. We didn't do the report here. I think it was over there in the UK. She went to go get her work done, and then she ended up getting deleted, and the people stole her whole organ and sold it in the black market. That's the only thing. You got to be very careful when you're dealing with foreign land because they're not like us. They work things differently. But what Ashton talking about?
So y'all gonna be up there looking like Hattie Steve Harvey. Oh, you talking about Steve Harvey teeth?
Hakeem, that's it. I'm not getting no veneers. That's it.
I'm gonna give me some veneers. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, Hakeem, you don't need veneers, man.
Oh, okay.
I do. I'm Mr. Son. Like I just, or I might just get gold in the back. They're just gold in the back, like so some implants. I like, so they can call me Gold Mouth.
Oh man, but I think you gonna look different because it look to me it's fake. It look.
They
I don't know,
look
man.
look
But the
fake.
celebrity having it, I'll be like, it don't look like some do look natural, but some be like they be outrageous. I'm like, you know, your teeth is not that white.
Yeah. Or your teeth be so big. Like what's T.I.'s son? What's his name?
King.
Yeah. Look at his veneer. His veneers look like he got big, like he got Bugs Bunny type of veneers.
But go ahead, continue to follow on to the next.
All right, on to the next one. So, this is a good one. So, a woman went viral. Talk about, she's been dating this guy for a few weeks, and they went on a trip and everything, and all went well. And then, later they got a hotel room, started, getting in and everything. And as soon as she took off her heels or her shoes and took off her socks, the man looked at her feet, and he was not happy. And what he did this morning, he left her. And he left her. When I left her, he abandoned her after that because her feet wasn't really good. So go ahead, I can play the clip after that. We'll chop it up.
Because y'all always think I'm lying. I don't gotta lie. Like, dude dogged me out so bad. Like they pretty. Like my soul is pretty, baby. And he dogged me out so bad. Like, how you leave me? How you take me on a trip and leave me? Like, that's messed up. Okay, babe, because y'all always think I'm.
So that was he.
Keep going.
He left her email.
Yeah. Because he gonna go back because he gonna tell the story.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah, she gonna tell the story.
I don't gotta lie. Like, dude dogged me out so bad. Like they pretty. Like my soul is pretty, baby. And he dogged me out so bad. Like, how you leave me? How you take me on a trip and leave me? Like, that's messed up. Okay, babe, because y'all always think I'm lying. I don't gotta lie. Like, dude dogged me out so bad. Like.
Oh, my bad. That was a short version. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
There was a long version. So like I said, she said, she was dating a dude for a few weeks and everything. They went on vacation. Everything was going well. And like I said, he got back to the hotel. We started getting busy. She started taking our shoes and everything. He looked at the feet. He wasn't happy, and he abandoned her after that. What's his?
No, but we gotta understand something. It's two sides of every story. So probably right then and there, her feet wasn't done. So when she did that clip, she probably got her feet done and said, "Oh yeah, my feet is always as pretty as always as nice." To me, I don't have a feet fetish. I mean, is that a feet fetish that you want your woman to have pretty feet? And then
No, I don't think that's a fee. I think that's I'm spending for everything. everything got to be right fetish.
They pay to get her feet done. White trip, and if you paying for everything, pay to get her feet done. That should have been part of the agreement.
While High's on to something, he say he dashed off because of the box, not the toes.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it wasn't the. I'm saying he using the toe as an excuse, but just to say that the intimacy wasn't that great.
Hey, listen.
No connection.
As soon as she took off them clothes, that thing probably smelled like a fish market in there.
No, I don't think it had to be anything with
Fam.
the fish. I think he was attracted to the body.
Fam, but look, she looked like a bust down Instagram model, like a lower grade Instagram.
That's what he thought. Because remember, some girls. That's the thing with the power of technology today.
Yeah.
Technology is you can alter your looks, so you can look a certain way. Remember, there's catfishing, so they can look a certain way, but then when you finally get them there, and they're black, and then you're like, oh man, really, it wasn't even all that. It hurts the soul, Hakeem. It hurts the soul.
Listen, if I was a guy making money, if I come in there and the drawers don't drop and I'm spending, listen, first off, you read the comments. She went there with no money. She ain't had no money.
Of course.
She didn't have her toes done. He paid for everything. Girls, this is what you get when you deal with a man with money. He didn't do nothing wrong. He paid for play. Now, if I'm paying for play, I come in there, my drawers drop. You got to get to work. You know what I mean? If your feet not done, your breath stank, I'm leaving you there, no tickets. Hopefully you got some kind of money to get home. But this is what you want when you deal with a guy with money, basketball players, this and that. You know how many times Future didn't send a return ticket for girls who didn't, wasn't complying?
But my thing is, did they have an agreement before she eat everything? Because if you were like, okay, sex got to be on the table.
Most definitely.
If you didn't have that conversation, then
listen,
that's on you then.
If a man paying for everything you on a trip, sex is automatic. There's no there's no insinuation. I just took you on a vacation. You dropping drawers. You goggling.
No, still have a conversation. But I heard a lot of guys. But I heard a lot of guys. They're not having a conversation. I think you should go ahead and have a conversation. Hey, is sex gonna be on the table? Because if sex not gonna be on the table, then the trip is over with. You get what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm a little bit more vocal than most people. Maybe he thought that, hey, but some ballers expect that I'm a baller where I put my wallet on the table and I put my face on the wallet. I say, you know what time it is, do you? You know what we gonna do, right?
Well, personally for me, I saw the longer version. I have a sense that maybe she talks too much.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some guys that kind of low key, low profile and everything.
That's a turn off too. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a turn off. So I saw the longer version. I mean, it's just a theory. Maybe she talks too much and everything, and he maybe turned off on that and everything. And like I said, Ronnie, you're right. There's more to the story and everything. It probably is more to think. Maybe you talk too much. Maybe you didn't look how you was looking on the Instagram or something like that and everything. So like I said, a man, usually a man, if he sees you, if you look a certain way, and you see him, and then y'all both see each other, and you kind of don't look what you look on the Instagram, they'll go away.
Hey, so Natasha pointed out something. We got to. She said, "I just looked up Destin, Florida. This is Florida, not Fiji. We got to do better all around." Man. She is right. Now listen,
that's
Natasha.
That's just as nice.
It's nice over there. Listen, nice. Destin is Fiji for the girls from New Orleans because she's from New Orleans.
Right.
Most people from New Orleans don't get outside of that rail. They might go to Baton Rouge, but for him to take her to Florida, that's a big thing, Natasha. Yeah. This is a vacation place. So if you got a little money in them stick towns to go to Florida, then
yeah, because remember a lot of people don't travel outside of their realm. They stay in that one city, that one part of that town, that's it. So for someone to go to like Destin or Orlando or Miami, they get surprised like, wow, because they never left their city. And mind you, flying her out, you say she's from New Orleans, Hakeem?
She's from New Orleans.
So if you do the math, flying her out, giving her a hotel, now you pay for her nails and nails done, and then you don't get the box, that's a problem.
And look, Tell. She said, "Dan, that's crazy." Tell Natasha, Ron and Jordan. Y'all know this. Hotels here are expensive now. It's not like how it used to be.
Oh yeah.
A low budget hotel. Yeah, a low budget hotel in Florida is about 120.
120.
So if he took this whole trip that he spent is probably a stack, and a stack like you got to be gobbling, get giggity.
But that's why you gotta. But that's why you gotta have the conversation. I say the conversation is very, very important, and this is how a lot of guys get finessed because the guy thinking, "Oh, I'm paying for this and this and that. Sex is included." The woman still have the right to say no.
She do, and you are right. I think that's a class we need to take. Tell her what you want, so she won't scam you for what you want.
And if she likes to, she gonna give it to you now.
Oh yeah, automatic.
Automatic.
Remember the first 15, well, not the first 15 minutes. I think they say the first 15 seconds, women know they're going to sleep with you or not. You already know.
Yeah, they find you attractive. They say, okay, I don't think I'm going to sleep with him. It's easy. Yep.
She didn't find him attractive. She probably just using them. And he said, or she probably did find him attractive. He probably didn't find her attractive. So you know what? Or he probably felt some type of way that he spent all this money on his trip. And then she, like Jordan said, she talking too much or, like she's annoying. Like sometimes that happens to men too. Like they'll be like, man, they're so excited, but then soon they meet up with that person, they take them on that lavish trip, and they'll go the way they wanted to go. Sometimes they be done with it. Like, man, this ain't gonna work, man. Send her right back to Baton Rouge, wherever she came from. Real talk. Go ahead, that's real.
Yeah, it is. All right, y'all. On to the next topic. So, this went viral. And she got caught. So, NFL star receiver Rashee Rice from the Kansas City Chiefs, they found his mother is seemingly caught stealing a package from her neighbor, and it was caught on camera because you know how doors have Ring cameras sometimes at the apartment and everything. So, a Ring camera caught Rashee Rice's mother is seemingly caught stealing a package from a neighbor. How do we know it's her? Because she has on her son jersey. Go ahead, clean, play the clip, and you can chop it up.
Wait, she really did take it.
Yeah.
I thought they was capping.
No, I was sure. That's why I needed to look at that a second time. Hey, one of the comments say, "Girl, you too damn big to be hiding from that Ring camera." It's a comment on there. You gotta love black people, boy.
Yeah, man. So this was like a day old, right? So we started seeing, maybe the package was probably at the wrong spot, maybe because there's sometimes, Amazon or somebody, they might deliver at the wrong door and everything, but we didn't hear anything like that. She has a drink in her hand. I don't know if she was drinking or anything like that, but yeah, man, I didn't hear anything. Like I said, this was 24 hours ago, and we didn't hear anything. That she had the raw package and everything. You see how she just stopped and said, "You know what? I think I'm gonna steal this package," because you see how she paused and just steal it and she went away, not know what's in the package and everything. But there are people like we have some here in my. Well, I'll talk about it a little bit, but go ahead, Ronnie. Go ahead, Hakeem. What's your take on Rasheed's wife mother stealing?
I want people to look at some things. We need to analyze this from a lens of from a conservative lens. She was in an apartment complex. Her son is a wide receiver. If she's stealing, he must not be taking care of her. Look at that. Why are you walking through an apartment complex? He's like I know, and he's a good wide receiver, right?
Yeah, he's solid. He's a number one receiver. I mean, he's hurt right now, but yeah, he's a number one receiver.
Number one receiver.
For the Kansas City Chiefs.
So we need to do a research to see how much money he's getting, and why your mama's stealing packages.
No, but it's a possibility they probably delivered to the wrong house.
No,
anything all that's possible is a possibility. But did they list her as stealing, or they just saying that, or they just put that on trending? Like, you know, some people just put it on.
Yeah, this was 24 hours ago, Ronnie. So I was trying to find if you know it was the wrong patch and everything. So far I didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
because Amazon tend to do that. Sometimes they'll leave a package at the wrong, because they happened to me before. They'll leave at, when I was staying at my apartment, they'll leave it at like someone else's apartment, and when I realized when they take the picture, I was like, always at the wrong door, and I'll go ahead and get it. So if somebody have a camera on their on their door, they'll see me like taking their packages, but no, that's actually mine.
Yeah, so Akeem, so he makes $1.6 million a year.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And this is his.
He got money.
This is like his third season, so he ain't signed his big contract yet.
So, but still, 1.6 million. His mama wouldn't have been in an apartment complex stealing packages. There's a point I'm getting here. Why she in there stealing packages?
Look, like she was drinking. She had to drink in her cup.
Now, but what comment did she make? Did she make any comment on it? What did she say herself?
So far, she didn't say. I was trying to find something that she said. She didn't say anything. Like there was no response, no comment for her part.
Well, that one thing too, Natasha. I think it was a high-end condo. It could have been a high-end condo. Even Diddy had his mom in the condo. That was it's a possibility. She probably was staying in a high-end condo. Because remember, it's Rasheed Wright's mother. They're not gonna put him in. He not. Well, some stars do leave their mom in the hood, but I don't think she wanted to be in the hood. She probably stayed in a high-end condo, and then they say, "Hey, this woman who is arrived here, Rasheed Wright, stole my package. Here's the footage," and then for some reason it got leaked. But I just want her to comment on it and make sure, like, "Hey, this was my package," so she can clear her name. Because if she did, that's bad on her. It looks bad on her and her son too as well.
It just look bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm if I said, when first I was gonna get benefit of the doubt because maybe the wrong package has been sent to the wrong door, which happens a long time and everything. But my thing is, it's like since we saw the video and people saw it viral and everything, this was over a day old and everything. She could have easily said, "Hey, it was the wrong. It was my package at the wrong door and everything." You could have tweeted it out and it would have been over right there. So my thing is, why does it take you so long to say, "Hey, this was my package. I didn't steal anything. This was mine and everything." I don't think
the Lord not tell her to say anything. Is a
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe her son started trying to say, maybe don't say anything about it. Eventually, it'll die down or anything like that. But I mean, it does happen, you can say in high rise or low risers. I say we're very nice apartment, and even though we have security, there are sometimes there are people that will steal packages from your door and everything. It happens. It happens. I live on the first floor, but the thing is, it mostly happens here. It mostly happens like on the third and fourth floor for some reason. I don't know why, but they steal packages from the third, fourth floor, other than the first floor. So I never have a package stolen for me because our apartment is kind of close to the security guards. So I don't think it's what happened and everything. But yeah, you live. I don't care which level you live on. Live in a luxury apartment. It don't matter. Your stuff will get stolen. Even I don't care if you got 2, 3 security guards. They'll find a way to steal your packages right from your door after the post office or Amazon or somebody else put the package by your door.
Athletes should rent unless you're a franchise player. I agree. I think athletes should rent. I think some smart ones do that. I think that's very smart.
Listen, why high? A lot of these people can get a modest 2 to 3 bedroom house for $100,000, $200,000. You don't need to get nothing, especially because you're renting. You're just pouring money down the lane. On the Spot Live was just talking about this.
Yeah.
You don't need to get super expensive, and this is the issue. Like, just because you make more money doesn't mean you live lavish. You live more. The more money you make, the modest you should be.
Yeah, and the more you live below your means and everything.
Yeah.
But seeing your mom on camera stealing someone else's pocket, if it's true, that thing is. I know he's not feeling good because especially him to be a star wide receiver for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that shit look crazy.
That look crazy. It really
That
do
shit-
look crazy. It really look crazy. But it show you that a lot of ball players don't really got money like that. Really don't. 1.6. A lot of people say that's a lot of money, but after paying your agent, after paying back the NFL, me making 6 figures. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, on to the next topic. So, let's talk about this one. So, a man went viral. He says that he wants his kids to struggle and go through adversity because he had to. He said, as a parent, I am not rolling out a red carpet. And this right here kind of really started to stir for a lot of people when it comes to how you raise your kids. So go ahead, King, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
You can raise a child to value $1 without making them struggle for it.
Whatever, use whatever fucking vocabulary word you want to use.
Because
Struggle,
you're pissing me off.
adversity, whatever, trials and tribulations, whatever the fuck you want to use. Long story short, I'm not rolling the red carpet for you. So whatever word you want to use to describe that, whatever. All I'm saying is, as a parent, I'm not rolling the red carpet for you.
So you,
I don't give a fuck how much
you be one
resources
of those
I have.
parents that I went through it, so you got to go through it too. That's not the parent you're
Goddamn
going to
right.
be. Not
Goddamn
me.
right.
Not me. And good thing you're not a parent yet.
Goddamn
because that
right.
is a horrible way of thinking when it comes to raising children. Your children's going to grow up to hate your ass. I'm telling you now.
So
Children
what?
will grow
They'll be
up
all
and
right.
resent. You can raise you and hate you because you made them struggle
No, 'cause then shall I tell
unnecessarily.
you grew up with a roof. You grew up with a roof over your head, food in your stomach, clothes in your body.
No,
and
children
somebody
need
took
more
care of
than
you.
that. Children need more than that. And the
Quit
reason,
bitching.
and I know you're gonna come at me for yelling, but when it comes to kids, I'm passionate about that shit because a lot of our parents fucked us up, and I don't think it's fair for us to turn around and
I
give
cannot
that to
agree.
our kids. You and hate you because you made them struggle
No, 'cause then shall I tell
unnecessarily.
you grew up with a roof. You grew up with a roof over your head, food in your stomach, clothes in your body.
It got aggressive up here, man. This right here. I'm a parent, so I do have my thoughts, but I do want to hear you got something before I go. So go ahead, King, man. What's your take, man?
I love that. Listen, that way of thinking is why we still where we at today. Penniless, landless, our GDP. We got a GDP, but we spend it all. For you to reach the next generation, you have to practice nepotism. You have to roll the red carpet out. People forget that Donald Trump dad gave him $1 million. He turned it into $1 billion.
Fact. That's a fact.
Robert Kraft, all these people, they a lot of this stuff was rolled out for them. The Rockefellers, the Medicis. Do we forget? The problem is we believe the game is to be so not to be. Not my kids. They're going to be Prince of Persias. They're going to be Prince of Persia. Listen, I become a millionaire, you'll be thinking my kids are oil sheiks. They come into schools in Bentleys and Lambos. I'm putting them through the best school. Because let me tell you something, when you roll the red carpet out for them, some way and somehow, it's all about parenting. Some way, somehow, these guys say, Dad, I want to start an app company. Come on, what you need, baby? I need 40 million. Come on. Bill Gates' dad gave him $1 million. Loaned him the money to start Microsoft. Do I need to keep going? The Arizona tea you drink? I went to an entrepreneurship school. Listen, Joe don't hurt him. I went to an entrepreneurship school in Bunker Hill Community College, and we studied this. You think these billionaires got it off the muscle? Hell no. Somebody gave them the money. Hey, go ahead. They had a dream. There was access to money, and they went on. Come on. Oh, one last thing. Our beloved Warren Buffett. A lot of people don't know he's from Omaha, Nebraska. Do you know what his father was? His father was a powerful judge. He had connections. It wasn't so miraculously that he became the world's richest investor. They plugged him into certain things with real estate. This is the problem. When one of us get on top, we close the door. Got to get it on your own. Nah, I'm good.
No, that's true. You made a good valid point, Hakeem, when you were talking about the aspect of some of these these wealthy people how they invest in their kids. I think we have the wrong connotation of not putting money in our kids' hands because we are afraid that they're not going to be able to value the same way we value. But you have to learn that for us to get out of this hole, we got to lose that concept and like, you know what, we're supposed to be able to. The kids supposed to be able to benefit for us. That's why we work hard. We work hard so our kids don't have to suffer later on in life. Now, if you talking about you work hard and you still want your kids to suffer in a way of life, to me, that's backward thinking, and I think that's a bad concept that we got to lose as people. Now, not only that, but Hakeem, there is other stories where there is rich people. Like if you do the history of Vince McMahon family, his dad was wealthy, who created WWE at the time, and he told Vince McMahon, hey, you got to start from nothing. You got to work your way to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, there's those caveats to it too, but at the same time, to me, you work so hard so your kids can live good. I don't get the concept of that, but I think they don't want them to be lazy with it. I think that's what they're getting from.
Let me ask you a question. Most rich kids get lazy to a point. Everybody who grew up in a good, they're supposed to, but that doesn't mean that they don't go through stuff.
Facts.
If we make money, you put Nina through private school. And she goes to the best school ever. She might say, I'm going to go get a latte today. But she went through college and graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner or later, a lot of these girls are automatically would get into opportunities. It's just, and it's the thing. But everybody said, I'm scared to get lazy. That's due to parenting. That has nothing to do with success. That's due to parenting. You ain't go out there and say, no, if I'm out there working, my son out there working, but he's driving a Lambo. Hey, time to go cut the yard. I'm going to come with you. All right. So when I'm trying to make him struggle to get to where I'm going, no, there's resentment there. Come on. Oh, look. Buffett maintains his children won't receive inheritance from his $96 million of fortune, yet they still do have roles in his estate plan. That's right. One thing I like that you say that. Microsoft is doing the same thing, but still, most of their kids are still going to get a couple million. They're not going to get the bulk, but they're going to get a couple million. Still, they're going to be set off to the next future. But they put them through good schools and all of this. You've already set them up, and they already bought houses and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was a big topic. I heard about that. That was a big topic doing it on C19 because they were like, "Oh, why you work so hard? You're a billionaire, and still you don't want your kids to enjoy the future, your labor." Warren Buffett said no because they have a different concept. Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, and them, their concept is like we give them a little bit, but the rest of our money is going to charity.
Yeah, you give them so much where they could start off. You got to set the new generation off. If you want to be a goofy and not do that, I don't know what to say.
Why I say, Ronnie, it's a must to teach children how to fish in your pond. Of course,
yeah.
I'm still gonna teach them the work ethic. I'm not gonna just say, just rely on my money. No, I'm gonna still teach them like, hey, you gotta grind, you gotta hustle, you gotta make it. Because at the end of the day, you gotta have all the money, but what happened when the money dry up? You still want to be able to bounce back, even though the money dry up. Go ahead, Jordan. Mute it.
My bad. Yeah, that's sometimes like the other day. Y'all see the other day how tired I was and everything because I worked my ass off for my daughter, and so does my wife does. So when it comes to my daughter, she was already there on the red carpet. She been, like I said, she came one of the best hospitals in the state of California, UCLA, where she was delivered from. We still take her to UCLA, which is one of the best medical places in the United States, in the state of California. She lives better than me and my wife ever did and everything. You know, she's in a very good apartment and everything. Next year, we're gonna put her we're working on putting her in a really, really good daycare, which after she turned 1 and everything, we're working that out. So yeah, like I said, I'm definitely gonna wear the red carpet for my daughter, especially in LA, Hollywood, absolutely. absolutely. Definitely, like I said, definitely, that's definitely gonna be tough love and everything. There's some, the things I'm gonna teach her, when it comes. I mean, I'm not gonna, make her just like roll into anything like that. There's a lot of stuff we're gonna, there's life that we gotta teach about, your kids and everything. That's what Nina gonna know and everything. I have no problem. Hey, we start, like I said, soon as Nina came out, me and my mom was talking. Okay, let's talk about schools. Was he going to start going to preschool, start going to kindergarten? Let's look at these, these top schools, private schools in LA and everything. How much they gonna cost and everything. If we move out of the apartment we in, where's the best area we could move? That would be, have a good quality of life for, me, my wife, and also for. I'm froze. Can y'all see me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can see.
You can see. Perfect.
Wait a minute.
That happened to me last.
Y'all see me?
Yeah.
Y'all see me?
Yeah.
I froze. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. But going back to maybe moving out the area that we're in right now. We looking on maybe moving out to another area. But also looking like what areas will be best, for a family and also for for the daughter and everything. So it's just like once you have a kid, there's a lot of things you think about. In the next 5 years, next 10 years, next 18 years, eventually me and my wife want to give my daughters a trust fund, build on that, put it on a high yield savings account. And once she turns 20, 21, make sure she has a plan of what she's going to do and everything, because when it comes to the trust fund, we do want her to have it, but she also has to earn it as well to get that trust fund and everything. So, when it comes to how me and my wife was raised, we're definitely doing a 180 of how we're gonna raise our kids and everything, because Nina, she definitely has a lot of things that she can do, especially here in LA, which we want to raise our kids and raise her in and everything. So Nina, the world is hers and everything. As long as we work hard, as long as we work hard, me and my wife, we'll do anything. We'll do anything for the best for our daughter, and it's simple as that. So yeah, man, I didn't like how you got to, the kids got to struggle like you do. No, that's not supposed to happen, because if you keep doing that, you keep passing on generation and generation and generation, and you're not breaking the generational curse and everything. So me and my wife, we broke generational curses, for how we was raised, and we are in great shape. That now it's like, hey, we can do a lot of things that our parents taught us what to do, and also that taught us what to do, but we're not going to do, because we learned so much about trauma, what happened in our family, also happened with our parents and everything. And it's very, very important that that we, the traumas that we have, we fix it, we clean it up, and we don't pass it on to Nina, our daughter, and everything. So yeah, man, when it comes to roll that red carpet, it's already rolled. We just gonna roll a little bit more for her, once she gets older and everything, because we want to have a lot of options of stuff that she want to do and everything. And I think we can. I mean, I'm very proud that what me and my wife is doing for our future, for our daughter.
Good. And to me, your life is supposed to be set up for your future kids. I want to say what you do now is for the future. So if anything,
did I froze again?
No, you're good. I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah.
You don't want to just log out and come back in. You already know.
Okay.
Yeah, but we hear you perfectly. I don't know, Hakeem, can you hear me?
I hear both of y'all.
I think he can't hear him. He can't hear himself. But your life right now is set up for your future. So depending on how you live your life, is how you're going to set up for the future. And to me, I don't want my kids to suffer. That's why I work extremely hard. I don't have any kids right now at the moment, but work extremely hard so my kids won't have to suffer. So they'll be able to live a decent life that I did. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want my kids to live in the trenches. Nah, not me.
And the thing is, it's like once she gets, like I said, once you have a newborn, you think about, okay, what she's gonna eat and everything. I know with my Aunt Z, she's like, I need to eat better. We come from organic foods and everything. We pick out formula. We make sure we pick out the best formula that we think that's good for her and everything. We check out formula when it comes to now she's almost 7 months now. When it comes to pureed baby foods, make sure it's organic and everything. So. If we gotta spend a little bit, we'll do it. And like I said, when it comes to clothes, everything, if it's nice quality clothes, food, all of that, we just want to make sure she has a good life, which a better life than we had. And so far, you know, living in California, you know, a lot of, like, especially in our family, you know, my family never dreamed of, you know, somebody in the family living in California and really doing a decent job. And I'm actually doing that and everything. So I know my family's proud of me. What we're doing, you know, with Nina, and we're definitely, me and my wife are definitely proud about, you know, what we're doing with our daughter as well.
As you should. You should be proud. You both are proud parents. And then pretty soon, me and Hakeem will have that experience real soon. Very, 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 very soon. But that being said, remember, at the end of the day, take the good and leave out the bad. I know a lot of people look up to billionaires a lot. Learn from them, pay attention to what they do, but don't follow everything they do. It doesn't mean everything they do is right. You know, Warren Buffett, he worked close to $100 billion. He said, I'm only going to leave a couple of billion for my kids, and the rest I'm going to give it off to charity. I'm like, what the charity going to do with it? They're going to just spend your money. Might as well give it to your kids. You know? And I think some of it staying on breast shower half away. I don't get it. Like the Tucker Mitchell, that was one of the biggest topics doing on C19. But that being said, moving forward, go ahead, Jordan. On to the next one.
All right, let's get into some Diddy stuff. Let's get into some Diddy stuff, because there's always some stuff going on Diddy. There's always
the freak off. That's like King.
So let's talk about this situation. So Tupac's family has hired an attorney because now they believe there's a possible connection with Tupac and his death with Diddy. Now this is swirling around. Go ahead, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Tupac Shakur.
Family of Tupac Shakur is investigating a potential link between the murder of Tupac and Sean Diddy Combs. This coming from attorney Alex Spiro, who represents Tupac's family. Now, this investigation had been previously reported by unnamed sources, but earlier today, Spiro confirmed to our Court TV team that he and a team of investigators has been hired.
Sean Combs allegedly had business dealings with Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who will go on trial next March for the murder of Tupac. This was back in 1996. Some have speculated that Diddy ordered Tupac's death.
The family of Tupac Shakur is investigating a potential link between the murder of Tupac and Sean Diddy.
So we talk about, you know, Keefe D, that, you know, when it comes to Diddy, you know, he probably has to involvement when it comes to the Tupac murder and everything. And now, you know, since, you know, Diddy, he's apparently contained, you know, in jail and waiting for this trial when it comes for, you know, his stuff is going on. Now that, you know, the family believes, like, you know what, I think it's the perfect time to, you know, hire a lawyer and really see if Diddy got involved of, you know, taking the life from Tupac. So go ahead with you, Ronnie. You know, do you think Tupac family, you think it was the best idea or the best time to come out and see if Diddy was involved in Tupac's murder?
I'm sick of the Tupac Shakur and the P. Diddy situation. You can clearly see from the Las Vegas video in the 90s that he got into a fight with someone else.
Yeah.
And the person followed him and they shut off his car. Literally, you can see it in the video.
Yeah.
Of course, the person's on the line. He no longer here. That's why they can't use him. But P. Diddy didn't have nothing to do with it. Now, the only one I'll be speculating, the one with the Biggie one, that's the only one, because everybody, y'all be changing my mind with the Biggie. I be questioning. I be trying to go back and watch the documentaries of that. But the Tupac one, that was on his own doing. He the one that was stupid. He should have never gotten into that fight over there in the MGM Graham. He would have still been here.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong, but them pursuing this case, it's gonna be a deal. They're just gonna throw it right out. Go ahead, Akeem.
I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but we already know, man, where this going at. Like, and it's just sad to see this going down to this road, but they're gonna figure out some stuff, and unanswered questions about to be answered. You know what I mean? Diddy has been quiet. I'm gonna tell you this: he's gonna get a bail, but he's gonna get a bail, and I don't think it's gonna end up the way it is. But with this whole thing with the connection with him unaliving Pac, they got to have a paper trail for that. We talking about something that happened in the 90s. This is not like they caught each other on DMs or something like that. So we'll see how this thing gonna work. You know what I mean? But I believe this is gonna all work itself out.
Yeah. Like you're right, Hakeem. Like this is back in the '90s. We're never gonna know who killed Tupac or who killed Biggie. We're never gonna know. You know, even though the family say, we gotta hire an attorney, think it's the perfect time. You still not gonna get anything, everything because there's no receipts or paper trails that last all the way to the night that you're gonna find and everything. The best shot you had was back in the '90s when Tupac got deleted. And really get a deep dive of who shot down Tupac or if Diddy was in connection of taking Diddy's life away and everything. So to me, this is nothing nonsense. Since this is a big open move for Diddy that when it comes to sexual allegations coming out with him, and now with the Diddy stuff. The family trying to, hire a lawyer and see, Diddy was involved in everything. So, it's going to be tons and tons of stories you're going to hear from this month, next month, probably end of the year, of a lot of people trying to get some money from Diddy because right now, he's not looking good right now. He's at his lowest lows. So, yeah, to me, we're not going to find out who killed Tupac. That's dead in the water. Dead in the water. So, since we're in the Diddy topics, a former singer named Jaguar Wright, she's been in the music industry for a long time, and she went on the Piers Morgan show, and she went viral. How she was talking about Diddy, how she was talking about Jay-Z, and also how she was talking about Beyonce. Crazy. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip. This is a long clip, so I'm gonna tell you when to stop. We're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna talk about it again, and then after that, and then we'll chop up some more. So start at a minute on the Piers Morgan channel. Start at 1 minute and a 27 mark. 1 minute and a 27 mark. Yep.
I'm going to start with you. You've been called a whistleblower. You knew Sean Diddy Combs for a long time. You attended a number of his infamous parties. And in 2022, you made headlines after comments where you called him a sex trafficker. And in response, you were called crazy and jealous. Do you feel vindicated by the events of the last few weeks?
No, not at all. Because he's just the beginning. Until him and his cohorts are all held to account publicly and legally, the victims, they're not safe.
How bad was it?
That's what I care about. I care about the victims.
No, I understand. How bad was it, do you think, what was going on?
I'm going to tell you right now that me, as a woman who has been in the industry for over 30 years, I've been performing live since I was 13. My first handler was McKinley Horton. I come to find out 25 years later that a scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story he gave me was put there by a woman who he assaulted. To live through these things and hear your elders in the business, people like Patti LaBelle say, just avoid him, honey. And being taught to be just avoid him, honey. It's not good enough. Not when you live through these things, you're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you. So you want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
There's been obviously a lot of
Cruelty-free artistry.
Right. There's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's the Judas.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has.
So as you can see, Jaguar Wright, she's been in the industry. You gotta know her. She used to be a singer. She's been in the industry for a long time. And, she named, the top people as in, Harvey Weinstein, Robert R. Kelly, Jeff Epstein, Diddy, and she added that, Jay-Z is one of the worst people out there as well. So, and people think, like you say, people think that she's telling the truth, but also people think like she's a conspiracy theorist and everything, because he's, she has the other interviews, talk about her conspiracy theories when it comes to the industry and everything. And this right when she was on Piers Morgan, so she's trying to whip her out. So, go ahead, Hakeem. I'm talking to you first. Then we're gonna play the clip because I want to play the Beyonce one. Because you're talking about Beyonce. So, how you feel about her naming the 5 people who are comparatively seen them as the devil when it comes into Hollywood?
I think she has mental problems. I don't know why nobody never fact checked anything she says. I'm surprised there's not no lawsuits or defamation of character thing going on here. I'm just so surprised. I think people just
because he might be telling the truth.
Or they might not see it's worth it. A lot of the stuff just sounds very salacious.
Right.
Like it's too unreal to believe it. Like, come on, man. And like, if they wanted Jay-Z and all these people, like they snatched up Puffy, they would snatch up a lot of people. So we be like, she's putting things on people's jackets. They do this and that. I'm saying, hey, you can't give us a time, date, or place. There's no record. You have no evidence. You're just making statements. This is why I hate this internet era. Anybody could go say, he did this to me, and there's no information on it. We're just going on speculation. A lot of people are making jokes on Puffy, jokes on Robert Kelly, jokes on a lot of these guys. We haven't even seen no court dockets or anything or actual evidence. No evidence, but we just going off what people say on the internet and what people who used to work for people saying that might be disgruntled that they don't have no money. I don't want to put nothing on nobody's jacket that's not true. A lot of people calling this man an S-trafficker. He's doing this. He's forcing people to do that. I just know he was a freak-off boy.
But here's my thing. My thing, why they always have to put Jay-Z in every form of conspiracy? Jay-Z right now is quiet. He don't have anything to do with it. I'm just waiting for what you're gonna say about Beyonce. But at the same time, P. Diddy have a dark past. Everybody already knew about it. Everybody knew about P. Diddy since the 90s. But they stripped it underneath the rug. Now, I'm not gonna lie, R. Kelly was new to me, even though they had a freaky video, but everybody usually had a blind eye towards R. Kelly as well. Epstein, not too much. And Weinstein, another one. Everybody had a blind eye to that too. So it's just crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, Hakeem, sometimes they always say the crazy person, sometimes be always the right person. So even though she may be crazy, she might be telling some form of truth somewhere. That's why she haven't gotten a lawsuit. Think about it.
Think of this, Hakeem. Remember at the beginning, who started this? Cat Williams.
Yep.
On that Shannon Sharp
He did.
interview. And a lot of people thought he was crazy. And that word say this year we're gonna see a lot of people go get caught. It's gonna be turned down, and he's been right ever since. And a lot of people think Cat Williams is crazy. He got screwed loose.
Correct.
Same thing with Jack Robert Wright. I feel like she's got screwed loose and everything. I feel like she's a conspiracy theorist. I mean, can it could be true? Sure. Can it be alleged? Absolutely. But I think for her, the thing is like how she could talk to her crowd, especially on Piers Morgan's show, because you could tell how Piers Morgan answered the questions and she's like talking slowly and how she talks to the crowd like she's like she's the victim and everything, how to talk to the victim voice. So she's know how to talk to the crowd, and she could and be her. I think she's a conspiracy theorist. She know how to name people and how she threw Jay-Z under the rug, even though Jay-Z is so quiet and everything. So and it gets crazy. But go ahead, King. Play back to the clip because I want her to talk more about Beyonce, and after that, I sent you to Beyonce's IG, and I want to show the comments that Beyonce fans have to talk to her about. So go ahead and finish.
Has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the Black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. It's a mess.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows. And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making ditties. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further, the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically, and Clive Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clive Davis is not here to respond to that, nor is Jay-Z. But a lot of people, famous people in the music industry, have been notable, like I say, by their silence so far. It's also been notable that since the Me Too campaign began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Since Me Too began in 2017, the music industry has largely avoided the same kind of scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Jaguar,
Guess they on vacation.
If this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland? Social media.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Piers.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter, a new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
So with that comment, because she went viral, and go to Beyonce's Instagram page. I just sent it to you, Hakeem. And if you go to her first picture, if you could look at these comments. Like here's one comment. I'm reading to you right now. One comment says, "I'm scared. I didn't think Beyonce at my graduation." One comment says, "Why does she still have 300 million followers?" One comment says, "The world hates you." One comment says, "I never liked you." One says, "Unfollow." One comment says, "She knows," pretending like nothing is happening. "I forgot to thank Beyonce when I finished my homework." They said, "She knows." She said, one says, guess who is jealous of Adele, Beyonce? If you look up, if y'all go to Beyonce's Instagram, it's nothing but negative comments and everything that used to be Beyonce fans. Like it's like almost hundreds of comments. There's comments like throwing up. There's one says justice for those who are no more. Like this Diddy stuff just changed to another level. Like there's a lot of these fans are turning against, you know, their idol as in Beyonce and everything. And it's crazy right now. But go ahead, Ronnie. What you think about how, you know, with this Diddy situation, how this is opening up Pandora's box that, you know, Jay-Z is getting it, Beyonce is getting it, R. Kelly's getting it. Majority, a lot of people in Hollywood's getting it. And the thing is like somebody mentioned LeBron James. They can attack LeBron James on Instagram and all that type of thing. So what's your take on that?
I find it to be laughable because at the same time they're gonna try to find someone else to blame instead of trying to find the main culprit of it all. The Epstein letter. It was like who was on that list? So they use once again they're using PD as a scapegoat. So they're just trying to say, hey, let's blame Beyonce, let's blame Jay-Z, let's blame this, but they never did Epstein yet. Why Epstein situation never had this type of uproar, but P. Diddy don't have the major uproar right now at this moment. And remember, keeping in mind, Jordan and Hakeem, the list was supposed to be revealed this year. The year's was out.
That's true.
But right now, everybody's focused on the P. Diddy's list. Who's on it? P. Diddy, he's not even compared to Epstein. Like the type of caliber, the caliber of them two is on a two different levels, two different playing field. So that's what I'm trying to show you. But everybody already know that this case, even when it does go to trial, it's gonna be a closed case. Pretty much, the social media and the media will not be involved. Everything's gonna be speculation. Watch what I tell you. It's not gonna be live. They're not gonna live this case. No. It's gonna be closed. It's gonna be a closed case, and that's when certain names gonna be revealed, but they're not gonna say whose name. They're not gonna do that. No. So right now, everybody's speculating. And then with the Beyonce friends, they just go by emotion. They'll be back by tomorrow. It's Queen B. Go ahead, Hakeem.
I honestly feel like, and I'm gonna say this, and I hope whoever's watching this, you have Jaguar right on your show, you lost credibility. Piers Morgan is a world-renowned journalist. Robert Murdoch himself, when Pierce was just young, made him an editor. Like, you know what I mean? You speak very well, went to some of the best schools, and you had the Meghan Markle situation. But for you to have that, I say, I hope you're not trying to get views, Pierce, because I've respected you prior before this. Excellent interviewer, excellent debater, excellent question asking, but you get somebody from the depths of YouTube trash. I said it. She's a clickbait person. People don't, but this is why fact checking needs to be that. This is what they did to JD Vance at the thing. And he was, you know what I mean, scrambling like two eggs. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. Like, I want us to be very, very cognizant of who we listening to and see, hey, are they really talking that? Her, Gene Deal, all these people who make these salacious comics and salacious statements, we still haven't seen paperwork. We've seen don't get me wrong, there's a 57-page indictment. 57-page that Puffy had on it, and we didn't see none of that. Some of the stuff she talked about. They got him hemmed up for a lot of stuff. And don't forget, this is the judicial system we talking about. They can lock you up for whatever, and then you got to fight your case to see what you see what happened to Irv Gotti and them. They gave him a RICO charge, and they had to spend $10 million to prove that there was no dealings between him and Supreme McGuff. So there's a lot of nuances on a lot of these things. And when this thing starts to come out and information starts to say, we're going to all laugh at this. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I just like I said, this is like I said, when it comes to the Diddy situation, like I said, this is a Pandora's box. So, everybody will know who's at the Diddy's party and everybody who was one of potentially involved in the Diddy party or with the freak offs and everything. So, when it comes to all these big Hollywood names, Jay-Z, Beyonce, I remember, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Pete, Kevin Hart's, one of his old videos went viral when he was at a Diddy party. I think it was like 10 years ago and everything. And you got paparazzi talk about, Kevin Hart about, this Diddy situation and everything. So, I won't be surprised with LeBron, like you can see with LeBron James, they gonna, cause there was a viral moment when this was back in C19 happened and everybody was closing doors and everything, and Diddy was talking to a lot of celebrities and everything, and then there was one time talking to LeBron James and everything. LeBron James mentions like, hey man, it ain't no type of party like a Diddy party. So I won't be surprised that go viral, and they gonna play LeBron James. He's been his freak offs and everything. They gonna take LeBron James and everything. So I just want to see the facts. I want to see receipts. Meaning I want to see who's in the tapes, and figure out who revealed and who was actually participating in these Diddy freak offs and everything. When it comes to Jack Wright, he might be talking some stuff, but I ain't believing it until I see them tapes. Show me the receipts. You can say all this, da 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 da. You probably didn't want it, whatever, but show me the receipts. That's all I'm waiting for.
Jordan, ain't no party like a Diddy party. I keep telling y'all, that Diddy party was lit. They had LeBron James in there. Y'all don't understand.
Yeah.
Pastors, senators, presidents. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Famous celebrity, Leonardo DiCaprio, who is one of my favorite actors, by the way. Leonardo DiCaprio. So I'm like, that's what it. The truth cannot be revealed, Hakeem and Jordan. It just cannot. It cannot. The whole industry will crash. I'm telling you, it will. You talking about high-end executive, and I don't think y'all heard that. Y'all heard that they trying to seize all what's called an asset because he's over there in Bali. Russell trying to bring him back.
Yeah, he pay off the women. Yeah.
Yeah. So think about it, Hakeem. His money's drying up.
Hey, if they all got to get jammed up, let them.
No, those Hakeem. Who are we gonna look up to when it comes to the aspect of the music industry?
Hey,
all the greats are getting locked up.
That is true. We'll find some new ones until they get locked up. That is how it works. It's a revolving door. They go in and go out. You hear me?
Oh man, Ice Cube. And I don't know. Y'all saw the one with the Carl Winslow. Somebody said he was at Diddy.
Oh my!
Yeah, God. They lied about that.
They lied. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. All these lies.
I was dying.
That shit sound crazy.
It's crazy, but the truth will be revealed. I told you, this is gonna be a long case. I say 2 years. It's not gonna be a slam dunk case. I give it 2 years. I give it 2 years. And the Epstein letter, they're not gonna talk about that ever again. That's gonna be buried. So
I wish somebody pay somebody off and leak it out. So I want to know who's in that. I want to know who's on that list.
Jody, the world would. Like you say, some people can't handle the truth. That's the one they can never handle.
Right.
They can't handle the truth.
Actually, I know that Jeff. Actually, I know he has a whole bunch of deep, high power people. Meaning, there's gonna be some politics in there that we gotta know about. Politicians.
Mm-hmm. Well, that being said, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, special shout out for you guys for always tuning in. I'm talking about a special shout out for the guys on Rumble that's tuning in to us now. We really do greatly appreciate it. The small number of people watching, but pretty soon it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Shout out to those that also watching us on Instagram, Facebook. I see like Bobby Bryant's son actually was watching the show. While she stepped away and say, you guys, this podcast is amazing. Thank you, brother. We really
shout out. Thank you, brother. Shout outs to Sherry Bryant. We miss you. I don't know where you at. I know you're probably busy with your husband. We miss you.
Shout out to Y High. Y High, your Cowboys play this weekend. So see how they turn out this weekend. Shout out to the Cowboys. They play this weekend. Shout out to Chicago Rilla, man. Guys, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel too. Chicago Rilla be having some dope content. I was there the other day. You know, he be on a tangent but his conversation be deep. I be listening. I'm like, man, this brother's deep. Chicago really is like one of the deepest guys in this space.
Oh,
Shout
man.
out to yeah, man. Shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent, the mom mother, who also was in the building. We greatly appreciate her always. Even when she's not here, we still give you shout out because we love you, mom mother. We love you so much. Shout out to Mimi, the co-host of the Shiesty Avenger, was also in the building. Shout out to her, always coming through, giving us love and support.
Assemble.
Ashton, the creator of the Shiesty Avenger, was also in the building. Shout out to him, man. Ashton, y'all make sure y'all go over and subscribe to the channel. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'll be missing him, but I go watch the playback, and I be laughing because Ashton is beefing with everybody. Look at Hakeem and Judy. Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out to Kendall. The Marlon father was also in the building, man. It's always great to see him. He's always doing his thing. Marlon, and paying into the chat. We really do greatly appreciate you, my brother. Jabbar, thank you, man. Finally, you came from the dead, man. He disappeared for a very long time. It's great to see you, my brother. Blessing upon you, big dog. Mr. Muhammad, blessing upon you, big dog. You already know Joe Don't Hurt Him. Shout out to you, Joe Don't Hurt Him, for always coming through, showing the love and support. Killer Swag finally came from the cloud, and now he's in the chat. Really do greatly appreciate that, big dog. Not only that, shout out to the lovely PH Diva. Supreme God PH Diva.
Love
I know
you.
she got a little beef going on right now.
Listen, ain't no beef with my baby. We got to get that straightened.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think they say he's about to get ready to go live to address it. So I'm gonna go check it out. I want to see what's going on over there. Not only that, but guys, also so very important. Go to KL Culture Radio description where you find the KL Culture Radio T-shirt, what Jordan got on, the KL Culture Radio hat, and also the KL Culture Radio coffee mug. We really do greatly appreciate the support. And also go to KL Culture Radio Community tab, in the Community tab, where you can find President Hakeem book, Black Love. He's also working on another book, so be on the lookout for that. And also, guys, also become members. When you become a member, it helps us out a lot because we're able to create emojis, because our whole goal is to make sure everybody in the chat has emoji, and that's the goal we're going to focus on. So, guys, become a member. And not only that, pretty soon we getting ready to do exclusive content that was going to be members only. So we're trying to make you guys build out the membership, and then we're going to start doing exclusive only content. And I went Jordan do his video blog, Hakeem does his video blog, and me myself do my video blog as well. So y'all don't want to miss that, because I tend to travel. Hakeem travel, Jordan travel a lot, especially in LA. So that was it. You guys really be on the lookout for that one, for the exclusive content. Not only that, but guys, make sure y'all also keep y'all notification bell on, because we're also dropping an interview this week. Another interview we're about to get ready to drop. It's gonna be a really dope interview. We got a dope artist gonna come to the show. Female artist, that is, so y'all be on the lookout for that one. It's gonna be dope, and it's gonna be fun, because he have a different style of music, and also we're gonna have someone on the panel with us too. So it's gonna be all 5 of us. So be on the lookout for that one, guys. It's gonna be a premiere show. So make sure your notification is on. And those that are watching us on Instagram, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio. Because we're not gonna put on Instagram, just come over here on YouTube side, KL Culture Radio. And make sure you subscribe so you'll be able to see that exclusive interview we're gonna have with this dope artist. We don't want to reveal the name yet, but it's gonna be a dope artist as well. So we're working on more artists. We're getting close to the election. We're trying to get a politician. Shout out to Chicago Gorilla. He hooked us up with one. I'm just trying to see his availability. So when he gets his availability, we'll bring him on the show. Shout out to Oni on that Spot Live. She was on the show. You see that we get more and more dope content creator. She did a really good show. A lot of people love her commentary on the real estate market and how to buy a home and stuff like that. It was really good. So, guys, if y'all missed that stream, go back and watch it. It's really good. If you want to see the whole entire stream, make sure you become members. It's on members only, the whole entire stream. But we put pieces and pieces of the show on regular video. But shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Hakeem, man. Guys, make sure y'all enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Thank you for